this video could make you millions, millions, millions of dollars. Good morning, YouTube. By the end of this video, you can learn how to buy real estate with no money. How to buy real estate with no money? Well, you're gonna have to stick around till the end, and I will show you how you can buy real estate with no money. Good morning, my good friends. It is January the 7th, 2021, and we are in a lockdown here. It's kind of surreal, you know. The office is so quiet here. Let me take you on a little tour. Let me see if I can take you on a little tour. Don't worry, we're gonna get into the session in just a moment, but want to show you how. Oh, now we are going to talk about real estate today, and you know the real estate is the main function. It's the core of our company, is what we do. And you see, everybody's working from home. Ghost town. This is our boardroom. Let me just close this so we can get some privacy here. But you see, everything is quiet. You know, desks are empty. And this is what it looks like in Ontario, Canada. In many offices, no choice. We are on a lockdown. And you know what? I don't think, oh, let me just close this as well. We're not too concerned, right? We're still doing business. We're still in business. We're still doing transactions. We got deals all day. Good morning, friends. Good morning. I see a lot of you on here live. Thank you. Comment down below and let us know where you're joining us from. We're also going to go live into our Facebook group. Yes, Michael, what's going on? Let me see here, and we are also live into the Facebook group. I promised you that I'm going to figure this out. Good morning, friends in Facebook land, and good morning, our friends in YouTube land. We are going to talk about how you can buy real estate with no money. And I know everybody's excited. If you're joining us on YouTube, make sure to subscribe. Add yourself, hit the notification bell so you're notified the next time I'm doing a video, because you don't want to miss these videos. And at the end of the day, this video could make you millions, millions, millions of dollars. Good morning, Michael. I see Michael Air Jr. is on our live on Facebook, and I see a lot of you guys. Thank you. Keep comment down below. Let us know where you're joining us from. What are you doing? And if you want me to do future videos, I will. Let me just take a little sip here. I love my coffees in the morning. And of course, don't forget to stay hydrated, my friends. Okay, how to buy real estate with no money. Here's the first thing that I will tell you. Buying real estate with no money does not exist. Does not exist. The money has to come from somewhere. So the title is going to grab you, but the money has to come from somewhere. It just doesn't have to come from you. So the idea of buying real estate with no money, it's really a fictitious idea, and it grabs a lot of people. What you need to understand is the money doesn't have to come from you, but you do have to give up something. Maybe it's time, maybe it's skill set, credit. You have to come to the table with something. It doesn't always need to be money. Now I'm going to go through a variety of different strategies that you could apply in order to buy real estate without any of your own money. You see, that's different. Buying real estate without any of your own money using OPM, other people's money. And I love teaching people how to invest in real estate using OPM, other people's money, OPC, other people's credit, OPT, other people's time. And what you want to avoid like the plague is OPP, other people's problems. Just because you can buy a piece of real estate with none of your own money, it doesn't mean it's a good piece of real estate. So you need to invest the time in learning how to identify deals. Just because it's cheap, just because it's easy, just because you can buy it without any of your own money, it doesn't mean it's good. You could be getting into Ada Roberts. Yes, thank you very much for joining us. You could be getting into OPP, other people's problems. So you want to make sure you are aware of how to do that. If you don't know, you can contact me, and we can go through it. I don't mind sharing some of my 20 plus years of experience. Okay, so let's get started. I'm going to need my flip chart. Let me put it here so we can see it on both. I want you to be able to see it in Facebook and in YouTube. All right. Okay. So we talked about this idea of how to buy real estate without money, right? Now, I put this on the title kind of to grab you, to bring you in. But this idea is an idea that, a lot of people talk about. And it really doesn't exist because the real estate has a value and there's a transaction. You have to transact. Now, the key is, how do you buy real estate without any of your own money, right? And we talked about that as well, using other people's money. Oh, Alec, I see you. Downtown. Okay, downtown Ottawa. That's excellent. Yeah, comment down below. Let me know where you're coming from. I'm a little bit far, so I can't really see. But we're gonna get into the session. So I'm gonna go through a variety of different ways of how you can buy real estate without any of your own money, using other people's money. And so the very first person that I go, now most people want to go to the banks. Banks are the last places that I go in order to get money. The first person that I go to for funds for my real estate and how to buy real estate without any of my own money is the seller. I'm going to use VTBs, vendor takebacks. And if you don't know what a VTB is, don't worry, my friends. Stick around, subscribe to the channel, and I will be talking about vendor takebacks. For those of you that do know, you understand that a vendor takeback is when the seller assists the buyer in purchasing the property by offering to lend the money to the funds. And often they elect to leave funds behind. Of course, they have to already have that equity available, but they can help you. They assist the buyer, usually as a secondary form of financing. So the buyer may have their own first position mortgage, and then they assist them with the down payment and whatnot by leaving behind a portion of their equity. And of course, they're going to have they're going to charge an interest on that, and so they're going to be making money. There is significant benefits to the seller by offering helping you out with the financing. So the seller helps the buyer. What's in it for the seller? Well, he gets to sell the property, he gets to defer some of those capital gains taxes, and he gets to double dip. So not only is he making money on the sale of the property, but he's also going to be making money on the interest he's going to charge for helping you, buy that property. Now, I will be doing videos specifically about VTBs. And if there's any other video that you would like me to do, just simply write it in the comment box, and I do have a running list. So, the seller financing. Seller financing is the key. The next one is joint venture. Joint ventures. Get together with people that have strengths and where you have weaknesses, right? And so if you have an issue with your credit, or if you have an issue with capital, well, get together with a partner and let them bring capital into the deal, and you simply take care of the property, right? So joint venture opportunities can be really, really advantageous because everybody wins. But again, everybody's got to bring something to the table, right? You can't just expect to have no money in the deal and not have to put in the time. There's got to be an exchange. The person putting in the capital is trusting you and your knowledge, and you will be bringing your knowledge to the table, and the time, which time is the most valuable thing that we have. And so joint venture opportunities can be very, very lucrative if you know how to structure them. You want to make sure that the people you're doing joint ventures with are people that are in alignment with your goals and the strategies that you want to apply. But they can be really powerful. You see, there's two types of currencies in the world, right? There's the money, what everybody understands. Money, argent, dinero, plata. Money, we all understand that currency. But then there's the second type of currency. It's what you know. The intellectual currency. So the more you invest in yourself in getting educated, in understanding how this works, you are going to build up intellectual currency. So the more intellectual currency you have, the less actual currency you will need. And so if you have the know-how, the skill, the experience, well, you're going to attract people that don't have that know-how, that don't have those skill sets, but they have capital. And you could really create beautiful, amazing joint venture partnerships. So the next one is second mortgages, second forms of financing, right? Second, third mortgages. What does this mean? Well, a conventional mortgage is going to require you to put 20% down. That means 80% of the funding for that real estate comes from a traditional source. Could be an A lender, a B lender, could be a private lender. It doesn't matter. But ideally, you should be bringing money to the table. Now, if you exercise a second mortgage, meaning you go to a second, like a private lender, and they lend you money to put down, they can apply a second mortgage to that property. So second mortgages can be really, really lucrative, but it does limit you in the amount of lenders that you have access to. And so I would say talk to your mortgage broker on how this works. You might have to go through either a B lender or a private lender at first if you want to do 100% loan to value. So typically you see 80-20 loan to value, but you could go to 100% loan to value if you have the right lenders in place, right? So typically a lot of the lenders they want you to have a little skin in the game, but you could find strategies, and we can talk about that. If you have questions, put them in the comment section, and I'll get to all your questions at some point. The next one is private lending. Private lenders, right? There's people that want to invest, and they don't necessarily need any equity in your deal. They simply want to have their money working for them. And so you can tap into private lenders, and there's an abundance of private lenders. If you're finding trouble finding one, you can reach out to me as well. But private lenders, it's just an individual, it's peer-to-peer lending. It's an individual that wants to, earn interest on their money, and if you're paying high interest on a real estate deal, let's say you're paying 10% and up, well, I'll say this. This will be a short-term fix, right? So you need to have an exit strategy. And so, for example, if I'm buying a property, 100% loan to value, that means it's 100% financed, and I have no money in this deal. Well, I'm going to be paying a high, if I go to a private lender, I'll be paying 10, 12%. But maybe my idea is to renovate the property, increase the income, then go back and refi that property. And at that point, I'm going to go back down to 4% interest, and I pay out the private lender. And so whenever you're paying high interest on your deals, you want to make sure, number one, that the property can carry it, so you don't get into a situation where you have negative cash flow. And also, there has to be a plan of, at some point in the future, that you're going to pay out those private lenders. Here's another one. What you guys call credit cards, I call them investment cards. So, investment cards, lines of credits, HELOCs, home equity lines of credit. There's lots of different credit facilities that you could access in order to, either a mixture of a second mortgage and, money from your HELOC, or, a vendor take back. You can combine any of these strategies. And then the last one, and I know some on Facebook, this is going to be out of the shot, but it's agreement for sale. I'm going to just put it as AF. Agreements for sale, meaning you take full control of the real estate. You don't officially transact, but you take full control of the real estate. You can have an agreement for sale. You can renovate the real estate. You have full control. You have the income. You can increase the value of the real estate, and at some point in the future, you actually transact. So that's all the time that I have today, but this is just the tip of the iceberg, my friends. There are literally hundreds of ways that you could buy real estate without using your own money. So the subject was how to buy real estate with no money, and it was a little bit of a grab. I wanted to grab your attention. The no money part, it doesn't really exist. I'll say that you can buy real estate without any of your own money, but money has to come from somewhere. You could either get it from the seller, you could get it from other people, other joint venture opportunities, you can get it from a second mortgage, third mortgage, you can get it from private lenders, and you can get them from investment cards, HELOCs. You can get money from, or you simply can transact on the real estate by using an agreement for sale. Those are some of the ways. If you have more questions on this, hey, you know what? Reach out. Put your questions down below. We can talk about it. I see a lot of you here. Hey, good morning, guys. Good morning, good morning. Well, you know what? It was fun to be here with you this morning. Thank you so much. If you're joining us on YouTube, don't forget to subscribe. Wow, I see a lot of you are on here. Don't forget to subscribe. And don't forget to comment as well. I will go through the comments. I'll answer all of the comments as well. Like us, or you know what? If you don't like the video, don't like it or like it. Whatever you want to do is fine with me. Just interact with me. I want to interact with you. And if you have ideas of future videos, you put them in the comment section. Let me see. VTB mortgages. Typical first. Yeah, okay. This is a good question. Before I log off, I'll answer Michael's question. He's talking about VTB mortgages. Are they typical first position mortgages or second position mortgages? And so this is what I will say. The most common use of a VTB is just to help you out with some down payment money, okay? But doesn't mean that if you can connect with the right seller that is willing to give you a first position 80-20 loan to value vendor take back mortgage, that's even better. Or 100% loan to value. And I'll tell you this, it's happened to me, right? So you could simply negotiate with the seller, and I will do a video specifically about vendor take back because I know you guys are really excited about it. My friends, that's all the time we have for today. You guys have been amazing. Please subscribe, hit the bell to get notified the next time we're doing a video. You guys are amazing. I'm gonna log off from you guys. Alfonso loves you, and we'll see you at the top. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to comment down below, subscribe, hit the bell to be notified the next time we're doing a video. And guess what? Like, share, dislike, I don't care! Let me see how that looks.